In this video, myself, Lee and Jordan are going to be covering our LGT experience. Now, before we get into this, I think we should probably hit with the vlog.
Cue the vlog. Vlogging.
Howdy, it's Friday and we're on the way to LGT. Excited. All the gang's in the car. We've got Gio in the back and all his multiple cases. Howdy ho. So,
Howdy ho.
Howdy ho. Yeah, but first, before we actually play any events, we've got the workshop today.
We do have the workshop today, yeah.
What can people expect from the workshop?
Oh, it's just, I think, the best primer for a tournament. That's kind of why we designed it. Gets you looking at the maps, looking at the terrain. We help you with your deployment, making sure you know your matchups well, what to do in different scenarios, showing you some tabletop examples of some advanced tactics around objective play. Make sure you score all the points you can, ensure that you're deployed to score all your secondaries, and then just go through the tempo of the game, making sure you're asking the right questions and being a great opponent. And then we finish off with a game, a speed play game, so everybody can finish their rounds on time. Gio actually has done it about 60,000 times, so Gio's a workshop pro.
Worth the time. We're coming in early for LGT, just for the workshop.
We're just getting set up, and 2 o'clock in a few hours, or in a couple of hours now, everything will be kicking off, and I'm really looking forward to it. So see you guys in a bit.
How did you find the workshop?
I mean, it was super fun. I mean, the time just went so quickly all day.
It hasn't felt like 5 hours.
It has not felt like 5 hours. It feels like an hour max.
Yeah.
But no, super fun. Learned a lot.
Yeah.
A lot to take away for the tournament tomorrow. So yeah, super happy.
What's the main thing you've learned?
Pay attention to the state of the board. Think about your options. As you just said, don't let the cards dictate what you're gonna do. Like, think about your options and work through them and make the best decision.
It's day 1 of the LGT. I'm up. I'm ready. Time to make the team. Round 1. Here we come. Looking forward to 3 great games of Warhammer at the LGT. The workshop was incredible yesterday. I've lost my voice. And yeah, just seeing so many people improve, so many people really happy with what they learned, really means the most to me. Now I always feel that sense of calm, and like, for me, I've done the thing I set out to do, which was do the workshop. It's what I love the most, is teaching, and yeah, any game I have now, it's just a bonus for me. So hopefully the team does incredible and they will enjoy their games. They'll become I know they're all going to be a great opponent, because they always are. So, and I just hope everybody else does the same. See you around 1.
It's freezing. I've got my battle foam case. I'm all packed up. I've got all my big monsters in there. Everything. Which is a surprise. It's all magnetised as well, so it's all nice and safe.
Right, we're at LGT, it's round 1, and Steve's gone to his tables, and we haven't actually got him any intro, but how are you feeling for round 1, bro? What you got? 120 orc boys.
Green tide,
yeah.
But I'm confident, because I'm going to kill them all with a single Bible.
And that's how you do it. That's how you take down 120 models, 1 Bible.
Literally watch this.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you
watch
to go. The Bible did nothing.
Yeah, probably.
You're going to put him in front, all the blocking advances with your spawn mines.
I've actually got a new tactic. I'm actually not going to put it on my home objective, because that's what I was expecting.
Deploy it on the line?
Sending it on straight for
full
that
send.
wall, and it's going to terrify me.
Well, I've got Eldar, I've got Aspect Host. It's a lot of aspect units, sort of 5-man units, a couple of big tents, but no fugues, so I'm happy about that.
That's good.
No fugues, but ignore modifiers is the bane of my existence. Lamarty's unit is useless then.
So damage, reduced damage is now gone.
Yeah, it's gone. -1 to hit is gone. So it's going to be brutal.
But everything you touch dies. So
if I can make the connections, it's a good start.
Yeah,
make the connection first, then it's a good start.
It's all about those connections.
It's all about the connections. But we'll catch up with everyone. We'll get Steve's input as well, and we'll see how the rest of the team are doing. But LGT, bro.
Here we go.
All right, let's go into round 1.
Let's do it. We're against Benjamin. Look at all of these bodies. Look amazing as well, by the way, mate. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, Benjamin, let's have a good game. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so this is turn 2. India's gone first with his Eldar, so he's got aspect toast. There's loads of aspect units. I've charged with some jump pack intercessors and killed some rangers on here. I got charged with some 2 units of striking scorpions into my middle building here, and I drew mark for death and cleanse. I've binned off cleanse, so I have 3 CP. Yeah, all good, mate. And I got mark for death, which I managed to score for 2 points because I killed the striking scorpions there.
Round 1, I'm up against Arthur and his Eldar. He's got aspect host, an awesome list. We're just deploying minis down now. Yeah. Some fire dragons, swooping orcs, the wonderful Janes are. It's all kicking off. Big Trace is in the middle though. Come on, Trage.
On the full send, I lost the roll off. I did skate up these here, now he's advanced them. He's advanced these boys here so we can't charge, so hopefully next turn I'll just go in and lick them up. We shall see. He's got basically now 40 OC, 80 OC at that point. A lot of bodies, full sending. If I can weather this charge, the blackback's going to be absolutely decimating, hopefully.
So it's round 2, Arthur's doing unspeakable things. He said he would roll ones, now it's actually started. He's just doing it for the camera, I see. And he's doing some mortal wounds to my Venetarian here, but it is turn 2, and Arthur went first, so he pushed up with some warp spiders, flamed out my Witch Seekers, which I thought was awfully horrible. My unit moved forward, killed a unit, and this is the board state so far, guys. Having a great LGT. Just doing some B-roll, mate.
Yeah, B-roll.
Bit of B-roll.
Just explaining how I'm not going to come fight anyone.
No, look at this. Yes. Proper list. A proper list, Hobbsy.
Thank you.
Took out a big chunk of boys, walked out a 20-man brick here, walked out a 20-man brick here. Got 4 or 5 guys left here. We're whittling them down, but Gazzy's over there looking very scary. Let's see what we can do. We managed to terraform here, and let's just see what we can do in this fight back. Scary times.
This is round 4. India's done a great job at just giving me little squads at a time, just forcing me to expend so many assets into it. But we have managed to have a turn where we picked up the Wave Serpent and did manage to kill quite a few of these 5-man units straggling around. Intercessors picked up 5 fire dragons. What a beast. But yeah, this is all we've got left is the Dark Reapers. Fire dragons fell back from the Sanguinor. And yeah, this turn is Overwhelm of Force and Area Denial. So we killed that unit of Sandguards. That Shadow Weaver is he's been making me make these horrible decisions where I'd lost 2 Sandguards just by moving because of this thing. So really annoying tech piece actually. I quite like that.
And I moved the Gretchen up. That definitely aren't spot mines.
Here we go. Woo! Yeah, buddy! So what a great game against Arthur. Ended up as 98-66, but incredible game, great opponent, and yeah, there's some really good sporting moments both ways. So yeah, on the whole, awesome. Looking forward to round 2, and then hopefully finish off the day with a lovely opponent as well. And then yeah, that'll be 3 great games for me. I'll be happy. I'll be really happy now. On to round 2.
We have got paired into 30 Terminators from Fairs and Sons. I won the roll-off on Purge, which isn't the best. Let's see if I can deal with all these Terminators, which is going to be an absolute problem, but it is what it is.
So I'm up against James with his Orcs. I've just gone first, and I had a horrific card 1 draw. Overwhelming Force and Assassinate. Not what you want, but there we go. The 3 battle wagons, we got Gaz. The battle wagons are moving up.
Go up to here, just tag that objective.
Tagging those objectives, taking it off my sisters, and here we are. I've got the conga lines going. I failed to do any damage with my 3 salvos to that.
Not to kill anything, left with 1 Terminator and a Sorcerer. But I managed to score 4 for extend and nothing for Overwhelming, which is annoying. Going first on Purge is always really difficult. But I managed to kill, like I said, 9 Terminators, which wasn't too bad. So they're 360 points for a squad. G-Sin is a 220, so it's a fair trade. So let's see what we can do. He's just tried to fall back.
Is that captain?
He failed his leadership, so battle shots. So see what happens. I've managed to kill a brick at 10 and I've killed another 4 here. Demon Prince is coming in now. I managed to kill more last round and hold more.
So the Orc game's over. Kind of went very badly from turn 2. I made a play where what I wanted to do was charge my Guardian, and I shot my entire army at a truck or a battle wagon, charged the Guardian to finish it off, and then set up the perfect consolidation play to then pick up all of the knobs. Now that would have been around a 250 point pickup for the unit for my Venatari because they were ready to activate next. Unfortunately, my opponent rolled a lot of 4-ups and failed to kill the battle wagon, which meant the Venatari then had to just fight the battle wagon, and from that point the game was over. We just spent the last hour and a half rolling out dice and to a result that probably could have been determined turn 2. So not the best. We also had an issue with the clock. My opponent set the clock up with not the right time, so the game felt very rushed and I'm sweating like crazy. So hopefully next game is a bit more chill and a bit more relaxed, and then that will be my last game for the event. As I said, it's going to be pretty hectic now, getting ready. Got to get back to Warminster, deconstruct the studio, pack it all up, do all the social media ready for LBO, and that is something I need to look after myself. It's so hot in here, very, very warm. I need to make sure I stay hydrated and also look after myself so I can be at peak performance when it comes to getting on that flight Monday, and then see what I can do with the workshops. But the workshop yesterday was a key thing for me. I've met so many lovely people, even just then somebody came over to say they love what we do at VT, so yeah, it's all good. Hopefully the rest of the guys get on great, and if you haven't been to the LGT, come and check it out.
Game 3 of the day. I'm taking hold and I've been paired into demons, so we've got 5 big demons, so it's going to be lethal hits army wide, so we'll see what we can do. We're about to roll off deployment and first drop, so yeah, let's see what happens, and once we are deployed I will show the board.
Okay, so this is round 3 and I'm against Thousand Sons. I managed to get stuck in and kill some Zangor. But I'm going second on supply drops, so we've got the 6 objective markers. We've got some Vanguard casting up, the Death Company, and we have took a captain off using free stratagem to obviously go into strat reserve. But yeah, this is the turn 2 Thousand Sons. We've got Magnus, a couple of mutative Vortex Beasts, and yeah, some scary Rubiks and stuff back here. But yeah, we're going to see what happens in this turn 2.
Going first. We've got Charlie here. Whole lot of demons. We're all set up, and let's see what we can do. Vintage dealers into the Bloodthirster and Scar brands. We've got the crits on 5s at the ready. Can we take down 2 greater demons in one turn? I just pray we don't.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, pray we do not bounce off him. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely phenomenal game. I didn't take into account the mass OC and the damage that the Gene Stealers could do, but you've been an absolutely phenomenal opponent. I've learned a lot. I've had a great game. I've lost, but there's a lot of lessons to be learned.
Yeah, but going 2-1 at the end of day 1.
I can't complain.
No.
So there we go. That was our little intro of the vlog, but we did not the best job at filming everything.
No.
So we're going to fill in the blanks for you.
Speak for yourself.
Lee carried it, to be fair.
Cheers, mate. Who was your first round opponent? What did they play?
I played a guy called Benjamin, and he ran 120 orc boys in Green Tide. And I'm not going to lie, on Terraform, mate.
He was stressing. How do I kill 120 old boys? No. How do I do it?
Yeah, but the thing is with Lee, and we love you dearly, Lee. Well, we don't, but you could be up against 5 sandwich bags and you'd be like, how do I beat these? They do you in. So
I think for Lee, they shouldn't release his parent until the day, because otherwise that's all he thinks about until that point. How do I do it?
Like, I walked to his house, oh, I'm all right. But if I had that 1 or 2 days to think about it, nightmares about all.
Honestly, the amount of texts that all of us get. How do I do it? He's got a weird boy.
No, I actually go through a phase. I talk myself out of it. Like, oh, I want to lose this. I want to lose this. I want to lose this. And all of a sudden I go, nah, I want to win, and I lose.
But Lee, I want to know, right? Because you came to me a couple of weeks out with a bit of a predicament. Right. And you were like, Steve, I really need your help with something. And I was like, oh, what is it going to be? Maybe something's going on at home or whatever. And he was like, what do you think I should call my list? So what did you go with in the end? What was the list name you went with?
Sunday, Monday.
No, we need to sing it.
Sunday, Monday, damage free. Tuesday, Wednesday, damage free. Thursday, Friday, damage free. Saturday, what a day. Damage free for all of you. And that was helped with by Chuck, so I had to give Chuck a little mention.
Shout out to Chuck.
I regret asking that question.
I'm so glad you did.
I thought you were literally just going to say I called it my Tyranid list and just something.
Well, no, because I got slated before by calling it LGT list.
What? That's what I'd have called mine.
That actually was it before it became that.
Right, so we know the army name. We know who you played round one. You played against Green Horde. What was the thing in that game that you felt like, right, I need to get rid of this, delete it, or do this to help you?
Well, I didn't really have much choice. I had about 120 boys. So I thought, well, I need to kill the boys.
You didn't have like a character or...
Yeah, Gaz. It's only about 20 boys.
Okay.
So I picked up a 65 turn one.
How did you do that?
I don't know, actually. I really don't know. I got paired on Terraform, and I won the roll-off for deployment, so I put some infiltrators. And I was like, I think I want to go first, because the plan was, if I go first, because he's only got 6 big units, I thought if I terraform early, he's forced to come out with 2 units to either kill me and then re-terraform, and he shows me a lot. But he won the roll-off from at first.
Right.
And I was like, oh dear. So then he just literally showed me 100 boys. And I thought, see what happens. And I just...
Did he war?
Turn 2, yeah.
But not turn 1?
No.
So he put out 100 boys and not war?
Well, I put about 80, and he had another 20 boys behind the wall with Gaz in.
Oh, okay.
So he wanted me to come forward,
Present
kill
you
them,
something.
and then, yeah.
Clap back.
Basically. But yeah, the sustains and lethals with the Hive Tyrant, the Zone Thropes with a D3 blast. I was getting on average like 35 shots off, hitting on 2s.
Saucy.
Winning on 2s.
Okay.
Pretty nice.
All right, cool. So how did your game 1 go?
I played against Eldari, round 1. Now that's a bit of a rough matchup for me, because especially when you got Fire Drag, there was loads of what they call aspect warriors, like double of every aspect unit effectively.
Right, so like an Eldar army.
Yeah.
Right. That's
You'd be quite proud of it actually.
Carry on.
But basically, they had the 10 Fire Dragons in the Wave Serpent. That's rough for me, because especially on Terraform when they have like almost double the activations I do.
Yeah.
I can't extend. I have to have one turn where I just pick up so much, otherwise I'm going to lose out on the points.
Yeah.
And I will say it was my opponent's first ever event.
Okay.
So they thrown themselves in the deep end at LGT, and I respected them massively
That's
for
how you
it.
learn now, man.
I think that genuinely was an amazing thing to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, afterwards we had a good talk about the game and the different things that could have happened. Because by the end of the game, I had Vanguard on his home objective, and it was just sending out a few assets too early.
Yeah.
When they could, especially on Terraform, where they can just put units on objectives and do actions and just keep out-OCing me every time they do it.
Yeah.
I can't win that game.
Right, yeah.
So that's what I was saying. I have to have that one turn.
Well, I played exactly the same against my opponent, because I also played against Aspect Host Eldar round 1. And
it's so strong.
And I did that with my Custodes. And what I did was something similar. I think by turn 3, I had my unit guard on his home field, but I had to just push so hard. Yeah. That was round 1.
Round 1.
I had a great game.
Same.
Absolutely loved it against Eldar. Now, round 2, Lee, what did you play?
A list that, and it's funny because LGT, my round 2 pairings on Purge, I worry about. It's always against a skew list.
You worry about everything.
We just discussed the weeks-long trauma you had.
I've been having nightmares for 12 months since last LGT. I finally got over it. LGT come around again.
So what are you playing against?
240 boys.
Well, he's playing 4,000 points, was he?
Now, I played against Thousand Suns.
Okay.
But he was playing a detachment where it was just 30 Terminators.
Okay.
-1 to hit, -1 to wound. It was lovely. I won. I did win.
Okay, what was the thing in that one where you felt I needed to...
I killed the Terminators.
Yeah.
I killed the Terminators.
Here we are for the analytical deep dive of how Lee got on at the LGT.
Well,
and what we'll say is the key moment of the game was...
I killed the Terminators.
Yeah. What was the pivotal point in the game, Lee?
I killed the Terminators.
Okay. How did you kill the Terminators?
Was shooting them. No. So
it's like Michael Owen at 40k.
Yeah.
That goal was unstoppable. I'm glad he saved it.
Yeah.
No, so my opponent had the ability to infiltrate one of his Terminator units, and he put them right on my expansion objective.
You fortify.
That's the one. And I was like, ooh, Gene Stealers, just going to go pick them up like. He put them in a way where I really couldn't get any lions.
Now, just for clarification, everybody, no matter what you say to Lee, the Gene Stealers, the Genies,
mate,
it'll pick it up.
It'll
pick it up.
2 Imperial Knights. I'll pick it up, Genies.
Pick it up, right? This unit just kills anything, Lee, doesn't it?
They actually really do, to be fair.
Until it doesn't.
Did they kill 240 York boys?
So get back to your story. I interrupted you, sorry.
They killed a lot, mate. They killed a lot.
How many Terminators did they kill?
3. No, I actually killed 9 Terminators. I left 1 on a wound and a sorcerer.
Right.
Which denied me purge.
Oh.
And overwhelming force, which is really annoying. But it is what it is.
Okay.
And yeah, it was really close going into turns 2 and 3, but then his assets just got limited and I just went away the game.
Okay. All right.
Because he had
well, when you play 3 big units of Terminators,
he had some other scoring pieces, and he had a Demon Prince that can drop in 6, and he kept on telling me, I can drop in 6 inches away, and I was like, okay, can you charge off it? He goes, oh no. And I was moving, he went, I can drop in 6 away. I went, well, can you charge off it? He went, no. I went, okay, cool. You drop in and shoot me from every bolter. But I can pick up 2 Imperial Knights with Gene Stealers, you know.
I know you can.
Jordan, you're round 2.
I played Demons on Purge.
Okay.
This is the matchup that I don't want.
It's worst nightmare, that
big
is.
Demons.
This big Demons.
Yeah.
But actually, there was less big Demons than I would normally be. Like, you normally see 4 to 5, right?
Yeah.
In like the big demon list. This had 3, I think it was. 3, yeah, I think it was 3. But 2 big bricks of Juggernauts.
Okay.
With characters attached. So they get devs. There's even another potential extra D3 mortals on the charge. I have no defense against mortal wounds.
There are 12 skull crushers, are they?
Yeah.
Blood crushers, right?
Blood crushers. It was terrifying. But I go first on Purge against it. I've had to do this at my past 2 events now.
And normally you don't want to go first?
No, there's terrible on that because he has obviously a lot less assets than I do.
Yeah.
Trying to kill Rotigus and the Great Unclean One, especially with a 4 Filnet Pain, is like, just ignore it at that point. So now that's 1 less asset for me to deal with. Yeah. I was panicking. In my mind, I was like, oh, this is going to be tough.
Yeah.
But I managed to win.
Okay.
The main thing I find when I play into these demon matchups is just kill as much of the scoring as possible.
Yeah.
But I always find the Sanguinors amazing in this match for me.
Okay.
And the reason for it is because he always ends up on my opponent's home objective fighting the 10 Plague Bearers. And I actually managed to kill all 10 with the Sanguinor.
Oh, wow.
And take the home.
That's good. That's nice.
So
I think that's the thing. When you play against the big demon list, if you can kill all the scoring pieces before they draw the action cards, then it can be quite card dependent. Yeah. The flow of the game can be really interesting with if they early on score the action cards like Sabotage and Recover, and they can do that while they've got it, and then later on they start drawing the killing cards when they're
but I tell you what, Rotigus and the Great and Clean One is a horrible combo.
Yeah.
I sent in the 10 Death Company with the Marties into Rotigus, my 6 Vanguard brick into the Great and Clean One. Needed Gene Stealers, exactly.
They looked it up.
And I did like 4 wounds to the Great and Clean One.
Yeah, skewed up Genies.
Exactly. But I think overall the plan went well. I won with the Blistus tank shock in Rotigus and killing him.
Yeah.
And getting Assassinate.
Nice.
It's pretty
nice.
Good. All right.
So yeah.
Well, my game 2 against Orcs wasn't the best game. Okay. Because we were sort of chatting and deploying the armies and things, and I'm always quite cautious turn 1. Playing against Orcs, tough matchup, they're super fast. And then my opponent said, oh, Steve, I'm going to put the clock down. I was like, okay. So they set the clock up and they put it on. I thought, oh, wow, has it been that long already? And, you know, having a lot of things on your mind, they didn't check exactly how they'd set it up.
Right, okay.
Anyway, and I was like, oh, I don't actually have long left here. So I played my first turn out pretty quick, and I thought, I've got hardly any time left. I literally don't know where this game's gone. So turn 2, I thought, I'm just going to have to push. It was on Purge, everything forward. Yeah. And I set up a play where he had a battle wagon, and in the battle wagon was a unit of knobs, 10 knobs with a lord or boss, right? Boss, yeah. And I thought, right, I'll shoot my entire army at it, double shoot all my guard. Now we're talking chip damage, but you know, my whole unit of salvos, it made every save, so none of the D6 damage went through. But all the guard just chipped off. I think it had 10 wounds left with all the bolters, right? I then charge in a full brick of 5 guard plus a blade champ.
And you're in shield host, so you got crit 5s, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm on an objective as well, so I've got 4 heroes to wound. Right. Now, the problem is that it has reduced AP by 1 built in. So it's got a 4+ save, I think.
3-up save. I think battle wagons have 3-up saves, but the -1, they got armor content permanently, haven't they?
Yeah. So it had a 4-up save against me.
Right. Okay,
And in the end, long and short, he made so many 4-ups that I survived on a wound. Now, the problem with this was that I had placed I also charged it with a unit of Venatari. Because the goal was kill the unit with the shooting and the guard. Then all the knobs have to get out. And then my Venatari can pile in, use sustained, and they get lance, which counteracts the -1 to wound. And he wasn't in the war, so there's no save here.
Oh.
They're just like
juicy target.
Like 2 wounds a model, boom, 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 boom. Anyway, and I thought, okay, I'm sending a lot out, but I don't have much time left. I have to get some kills in and have to start make some momentum. Survives on a wound. And the only thing I would say is, at this point, I kind of checked out of the game a little bit. Not because of the dice rolls, they happen, but it was actually to my opponent's reaction to their dice rolls.
Okay.
And I don't really enjoy the game when somebody has that moment of gloating about good dice rolls. For me, it's like, I'm trying to give you the best game I possibly can. But anyway, I mean, look.
Bit of kick in the teeth.
Look, emotions get high. I think it's just something that we all want to try and do is, how do we make sure that we're being a great opponent? So when we win, when we lose, we're, gracious in defeat and, victory and everything else. But to be quite honest, the game was decided at that point.
Sure.
All right. So if I could have piled in, we'd have had a game on, but didn't. It was what it was. And now I'm stood there. So the knobs now can just charge me. And I set up loads of cool plays where I use my shield. I created a massive bubble, had my fight's first unit around it, castled up, did the bubble.
Double bubble.
Double bubble.
Double bubble.
And it worked pretty well. And I thought, actually, if that would have gone okay, we'd have had a game on. But my opponent clocked out in turn 2.
Oh, wow.
And we then got on the announcement that we had an hour left of the round.
How does that work?
So what do I do in this instance? Because I think, looking at the board state, my opponent will probably win this game. I've got 2 options. My opponent's clocked out. I can either say, sorry, you've clocked out, knowing we've got an hour left of the round. But
you've played with the whole of your turn 1 thinking that you had less time.
Yeah.
So you've rushed your turn in terms of sending assets out early. And now it's impacted,
But the problem is now, I don't know if I would have clocked out, whether I would have been allowed to play on. So I thought, well, I have to give my opponent the benefit of the doubt that they just set the clock up wrong and would have not clocked me out if I would have ran to 0. But equally, I would have played my turns differently. By the by, I let them play on because I thought, look, you're going to win this game, and I can't play tomorrow anyway. So there's no point me trying to. I'm not going to feel like it's going to hinder my tournament progression in any way because I can't make tomorrow. But equally, I think it's just a lesson learned there. If you are playing on a clock, to have that discussion, what happens if we reach 0?
Yeah.
That's just one thing I'm going to always do from now on is go, look, what happens if we reach 0? So we're on the same playing field. Yeah, because if you put a clock down on someone at the time they're in their deployment or turn 1, you are kind of saying to them, hurry up, otherwise I'm going to clock you out, right? It's difficult. Whereas if you start on the clock to go, hey, let's use this as the guide, that many people do, it's absolutely fine. So it was just not the smoothest game. Anyway, it didn't matter because it was what it was. And, some parts of the game I really enjoyed. So, yeah, anyway, that was my turn 2. Well, game 2, should I say. So, Lee, how was your game 3?
So game 3, I came against, as Jewel did in round 2, Demons. He had Be'lakor, Ground Clean 1, Rotagus, Scarbrand, and 2 War Dogs, and Bloodthirster.
All right.
With some scoring pieces. He had the Fleshhounds and he had some Screamers.
So this is your 3rd stat check of LGT. You've played against the Ultra Horde, you've played against an Ultra Elite army, and now you've got against the Ultra Monster Mash.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a bunch of pairings.
Yeah, -1 to wounds, toughness for days, and then OC and bodies for days.
Okay. Oh, was it Shadow Legion?
No, it was
a demonic
index.
incursion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I think is so strong.
Yeah.
Being able to deep strike and
6.
charge 6.
Well-
oh my god.
But that's why it's horrible going going first against it. Did you go first or second?
Not first.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? Because when they've got that 6-inch deep strike,
You can't do anything about it.
especially when they can like double stack it, because then if you're within 6 of your big demon, now you can put your little things
It's tricky
down.
because what it plays so well is if the demon player goes first, they can just sit back, pull himself a point, which he did. And he was all like, right, have fun, what are you going to do? So now I'm forced to either come out, overcome it and get onto objectives, because I can't shoot him, even though he's right there in the open. He's got Bellacor's Lone Up aura. So I either play it cagey and then maybe lose the end game because he comes out and picks me up, or just try and play ultra aggressive, which plays to my style anyway. So that's how I built my list. Funny enough, my LGT list was actually practice for LVO. Like I built my list thinking of LVO rather than LGT. I felt comfortable with Tyranids, I felt comfortable with UKTC. I wanted to try and create a list that was more shooting heavy and gave my monsters some, movability. So I dropped the Swarm Lord and I brought in the Hive Tyrant. So with going first, with a Scout 8 with the Gene Stealers and then the Move 8, on Search and Destroy, so it's like a 4-inch charge.
Yeah.
So I thought, sounds good to me. So I sent up, he had some Plague Bearers as well. So I sent up both squads and he looked at me and he goes, ooh, he says, do you reckon these G-Stealers will pick up some monsters? I said, mate, you're about to find out.
Did they?
No, I whiffed.
Oh no.
I killed one. I killed one. Yeah, so I killed Bloodthirster and I left Bellacore on 1 wound.
So genies don't kill anything they touch?
Yes, he just rolled well. He spikes his 4-ups,
Right.
and I just whiffed the Broodlord.
So they don't kill everything?
They did let him on 1 wound. He's practically dead.
He's lost an arm, a leg, a toe.
Practically, but not dead.
He's applying for his blue badge. He's buggered.
So close game then?
Yeah, it was quite close. Like in terms of score, it was very close. My opponent did amazing at holding the objectives for the 5 turns with a sticky and just body blocking it off me at a point. But where I kind of like edged it was because I deleted his scoring pieces. I focused on less so on denying him primary and more so on my cards, and I just played the mission.
I think that's it. When you know you're in a singles event and you've kind of sealed the deal, as it were, then you just want to score as many points as you can. So then you can win your best in brackets and everything else.
That's the thing with a stat check army. Like people go in them and they get so scared and so worried, like I do, about like how can I kill these? Like at some point you just look at it and go, right, rather than focusing on killing, let's just outscore. Yeah. And then people with big armies and big stat checks, they have limited assets to score. So if you can focus on killing those scoring pieces, late game they have an issue.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely.
So yeah.
Nice.
So that was end of day 1 for me, 3-0.
What about you, Jordan? What was your game 3 like?
So game 3, I actually got a draw into Thousand Suns.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. This was a super, super close game.
Well, obviously it's a draw.
But exactly. That's a Michael Owen statement for you right there. No, there was a few big moments in it, actually.
This game could have gone either way.
It could have gone either way, but it
didn't.
It went straight down the middle.
God dang it.
One of these two players was bound to win this game.
But they didn't. They drew it. So, yeah, no, I had 2 big moments in this game. One of them...
Did they have 2 as well?
No, they had 1. No, no, my first one was my combi weapon lieutenant dying and not getting back up.
Oh. I know.
When you're banking on rolling that 2+ and you roll out 1 and he dies.
So why was that big though? Why was that a big moment?
Because it meant that I wasn't going to get holding primary, and it's all about holding the midboard. Mm-hmm. And because Thousand Suns, my opponent was very, very good at putting their army just on the edge of the board. So my threat range was useless because I don't have advance and charge, but they have the move and then move again and can do what they want. So they can actually outmove me.
Crazy, isn't it?
So it was very difficult for me to get into combat with the units I needed to, unless I overexposed. and don't want to do that, do you? So, but the lieutenant dying meant that I was, if he survived, I probably would have got a couple more turns of primary out of him.
Yeah.
But it just meant I lost massively on some secondary cards and also obviously that big primary score for the next turn. And then the final bit was actually how I managed to get the draw, going second. Unprolific Crystal, brought off some rubrics, down and shot at my death company, leaving Lamartis on a wound.
Oh, I've been there.
So what I did...
I feel for this guy already.
1 CP, I took Lamartis off the board and I put him on his home objective, which then got me the hold more, got me an extra, because I could then establish locus, because I had to pass a battle shock, leash at 5, lost it.
I feel sorry for your opponent.
I know. It was a very jammy move.
That is a George
That's a top
special.
jammy dodger move, that one. But it got me, I think, 19 points.
That's a George
All I had left was Sanguinor and Lamartis.
Wow, very close game then.
Yeah. I got a table. Well, near enough got a table. But just having that ability, I think this is why I like Inheritors so much. It's just being able to have the ability to, all these utility strats that you can use. Like if the lieutenant gets back up, that's such a powerful piece of my list. But then having the ability to uppy downy any jump pack character or unit and do things like that, it was
nice,
pretty big.
Game 4, I got paired into Custodes, and then I felt quite confident going into it because it was like a weird list. It was that Solar one with the Dreadnoughts to stand back up, but he only had like 1 Dreadnought.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, so your list is built around these guys to stand back up, but the guys that you've got don't stand back up. So I was like, what does he know that I don't?
Okay. Now, did the doubt start creeping in at this stage?
Yeah. And then I thought, I think I can deal with it. I've got enough assets. I've got more units. And then I come for breakfast in the morning, and then Nate goes, what you paired into? And I pulled out my phone. No list.
Right.
He got scared. He done a Stephen Box and quit.
Maybe had stuff to do.
I know, maybe. So I was like, oh, I've got no pairing. So then we get to the front desk, get repaired, and there his name pops up again. Same guy.
Right.
And he goes, sorry, I dropped, but I'll come back again. So he had some, I was like, I can see that. Hello, nice to meet you. And I lost.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that story went.
Right, okay.
So game 5. Now, it was a tough matchup for me.
Okay.
Custodes are always tough, because you die how many 4-ups when you roll. And I'm a hyper aggressive player, so I like going turn 1. I know a lot of people favour turn 2.
Okay.
I'm going second rather for the end game scoring, but my Warhammer method is if I kill enough of you, you got nothing to score with at the end.
Yeah.
So, genius.
What did the Gene Steelers kill this game?
Absolutely nothing. That's what I lost. And that's like a massive, I need to rethink my list actually. I actually just need to put 2 units in the bin and play something else, because if I don't get that Alpha Strike, mate, I lose. Because genies are actually pretty bad thinking about it now.
Well, they scout moves, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Do they have anti-charge?
No, not in this attachment.
Oh, it's a shame.
So
They're just scouting fast.
So the issue
they've got
is
crit 5, sustain, death wounds,
Right,
rerolls.
Right.
if my opponent knows what they do and they scream me out, which he did, he put those Witch Seekers on the wall. So I saw them, I thought, no worries, I don't mind sacrificing 240 points for your 40 points to then send another unit into the unit I want to kill, if that makes sense.
Oh, so he's doing the whole charge pilot and kill something behind it.
Yeah, so double charge, hold the midpoint objective and then send. I did think about doing that, but I obviously lost the roll-off. So he had a weird list, like I said. He had that geezer, the man with no name that you just mentioned.
Trajan.
Mr. T, yeah.
Mr. T.
So
Loves it when a plan comes together.
he had him, and he had Blade Champ and some guard. And he basically moved, in his turn, all he done was move onto the wall. And he had that detachment where you could pay a CP and go straight for the walls. Yeah. So he basically moves his Land Raider right for the wall, onto that objective. Yeah. Disembark 3 inches.
Yeah. And charge you.
Charge me, yeah. I was like, that's a problem.
You didn't screen it?
Oh, I did. I was screening with everything. I was screening with gaunts, more gaunts, dogs, like sandwich bags. I literally put as much screening as possible. And basically, he absolutely decimated me.
Oh.
I just seen gaunt arms and legs flying everywhere.
Oh, poor little bugs.
And I told him that I could fight on death, and he played around it.
Oh, I hate it when people play around it.
I know. Loopholes.
Because I was like, right, I can either spend my CP now and intervene to lock him so he can't go into my Gene Stealers, or I'll go on my Gene Stealers and he just fights my Gene Stealers, or if he goes into my Gene Stealers, I fight on death. I had all this going on in my head, and by the time I could think about what I wanted to do, he'd kill me anyway.
Right.
And that Trajan, that's what it was. I decided at the end, after all that great play, I popped a 5-up pain in combat against Mr. T.
No, it worked, did it?
No. Because he goes, I'm activating his once per game ability. I thought, oh, what's this then, like extra AP or something? Or sustain and lethals, crit 5s. He goes, no, I go strength 12 and I get extra, I go just like 12 attacks or something ludicrous.
But he would have had to declare that before you did. He has to declare that at the start of the combat phase.
Oh, yeah, did you?
So you did the Feel No Pain after this?
Yeah. Because I thought, well, I better use this then because this sounds pretty spicy. This man's going to serve my Nando's.
So probably your best play then would have been to...
Just to quit then and concede, or do a 7-box and go home.
Yeah, well, there's that. You could heroically intervene with another unit and just tag them.
I could, but if you had some deployments, take in mind, I went second.
Yeah.
So he just full sent, and I'm basically like a concert right now. Everyone's all jam-packed in. Where am I going? Yeah. I've got Malceptors sitting on Malceptors, Gene Stealers are riding Malceptors, you've got Exocrines taking photos of them, you've got the girls in the back party and the cocktails. I'm like, mate, this is the party I want to be at.
Trajan wasn't having that, was he?
And no one to go
Big
home.
party pooper Trajan.
Somebody sending the doorman, Trajan, on his own, Mr. T, party's over, and he shut my party down, mate.
All right, so...
Yeah, I think I made, out of the 12 attacks that he managed to get all through, he gave up 12 dice. I think I made about 0 5-ups.
All right.
Yeah.
About 0 5-ups.
About 0 5-ups.
Around that number, not minus.
And I think he killed about all of his own ropes. And I was like...
And he didn't even attack him, but he killed him.
No, they were at the bar drinking a cocktail.
And I looked and I thought, I think that's game.
When your army died?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Because then he piled into me. Because what I wanted to do to him, he done to me. So then he consolidated, piled in whatever into my Gene Stealers, and I used a free strat to go fight on death, and absolutely bounced off him.
Right. Okay.
So I failed in 4-ups. He spiked his, and it came down to, because I was pushed into my deployment, I felt sorry for everyone I actually play and do this too. He done it to me. So then he had like guard in my base. He had a dreadnought and a land raider on the objectives, and I ain't going anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. He did do one good move actually. I looked at him and thought, ooh, sneaky boy. So like he had them Alaris Terminators. I said, how much OC are they? He goes, 1 each or 2 each of his 1 each. Yeah. So I had a Lictor and a Malceptor. I thought, wicked. So if I move the Malceptor towards him, what I'll do is I'll just try and kill one, charge into it, I let OC him. So as I've moved, cheeky boy's rapid. Before I could charge, I moved into range. He's rapided them golden angels right on the point. I've gone, so we've never gotten to that point now, so OCs me.
Right.
I thought it was a game.
Yeah.
I lost, basically, I lost by 6 points.
Okay.
I scored really well on the secondaries, but he just came down to the primaries and all. He's a good player. He went 5-0, so I'll take that.
Nice. Oh, good work. All right, mate. So after that deep dive analytical roundup of 4, how did your round 4 go? Who did you play?
I got to play Aiden.
Oh, I hate Aiden.
Oh,
And me.
I didn't bring the Febreze or anything this time. I wish I did, but
That is, I'm being sarcastic. We love Aiden. And if you don't know, Aiden is one of our epic VT coaches. He coaches a lot of the live lessons on the academy. He's an incredible Death Guard coach. But last time he played me on stream, he absolutely decimated me. So, Aiden, we need a rematch. But anyway, how did your game with Aiden go?
it went really well. But Aiden was very ill. He was afflicted by Nurgle.
Well, it serves him right for playing Death Guard all the time.
Exactly, I
And
know.
by the way, you should check out the Disgusting Resilient podcast on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Link below.
Yeah. But yeah, this game, like Death Guard is notoriously a bad game for Blood Angels.
I think it's a bad game for most people.
It's a bad game for most people, but especially for Blood Angels, because the abilities that they can get on us, they can shut down our damage, especially in this detachment. I believe he had -1 damage as a strat. He's got Mini Morty. You had a big brick of 10 Terminators. So there's loads of these assets, and then obviously the Death Shroud that could just 6-inch deep strike. And I think Aidan was kind of by like turn 3, he kind of was zoned out a bit. He was under the weather, too ill to play the game really.
So what you're saying is you took advantage of him?
I did massively.
That's what Jordan often does.
Yeah, have to. Jammy. You got to do it.
All right.
But no, I think the main thing in that game that kind of helped me massively was actually having
Aidan being ill.
That was quite big actually. But having like the ballistas in that game were quite big.
It's like.
Well, who do you want me to talk about? Ballistas, Dante, Sanguinor?
We do have to play with certain units. Like he's got his ballistas, I've got my juniors.
But you have other units.
They don't do anything.
Literally don't do nothing. If I could run 80 gene stealers, Matt, I would.
It's like every Space Marine list Jordan writes.
Double ballistas.
Yeah.
5 scouts. 10 JPI. Combi weapon lieutenant. Right now, what else can I put in?
Yeah. So, how did the ballistas win you this game?
I think they just put so much pressure on the blight drones.
Okay.
And because they're not that slow, really, ballistas, 8-inch move, being able to just, if you put them in the right position, they can obviously go, they can get firing angles in quite a few places on these maps.
8 inches is quite far.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah,
it's pretty big.
It's not slow.
No. So being able to get some of these lines and put pressure onto these bloat drones, it kind of made Aidan was a bit worried, I think, to bring his units out and overcommit. But I think by doing that, I was able to keep hold of the primary.
Okay.
And I was able to, the ballistas, being able to kill the poxwalkers, playing a CP for sustained.
Oh, yeah.
So then I can just get more on my blast shots and going into them. I managed to pick up quite a few of them. And just being able to deplete his kind of trading assets early helped me.
Yeah.
And then by the time he brings the stuff in, I then had the reactive forces to be able to hit the Death Shroud. Like in one turn, I managed to pick up both units of Death Shroud.
Yeah.
And at that point, he was just spread too thin. And the Sanguinor ended in his deployment zone again.
Yeah, nice. While you guys were doing round 4, I was doing payroll and paying everyone.
You was?
Yeah.
Got the notification.
20-0 loss to me. So, yeah, that was a bit of a heavy blow, I'm not going to lie. So, payroll done. Cool. Move on. Round 5.
Tough one, because I know I've just lost against Mr. T, and I'm thinking, I don't want to go 3-2. I want to try and play my best. And I thought, I'm not going to think about the loss. I want to go in there, have a good game, and try and
not let it dwell on you.
Because I think that's the issue. I've said this before. Like when you lose a game and you put pressure on yourself to perform, you take that negative energy into the game, then you actually play bad.
Yeah.
And we're not all as lucky as Jordan to get
jamming.
Yeah. Jamming.
Hey, sometimes you need luck to do well in events.
No, of course, yeah. I do believe in that. Like your matchups, everything's got to be perfect. But I end up getting Knights.
Okay.
Chaos Knights. He had 3 despoilers, all rigged out with them 36 shot cannons.
Oh wow, yeah.
So he's got 3 times 36, strength 6, -2, 2 damage, and he can pact with them. So basically he's saying he can either go lethals or sustained with 36 shots of strength 6, -2 to damage.
Ludicrous.
It is an incredible teams list, that.
Yeah. So he had that, and then he had 3 Beast and Nurglings.
3 Beast of Burgle, yeah.
3 or 2 of them.
3 Burgles.
He had some 3 units of Nurglings. He had Plague Bearers and a lot of assets. So I'm thinking, I need turn 1. Full Son of Genius, obviously.
Well, they'll look it up, won't they?
Yeah.
Did you go first?
I did actually, yeah. But he baited me really bad. I got really excited and I forgot about he had 1 more drop left.
What did he put in front of you?
He put them...
Nurglings?
No, them Plague Bearers. So he dropped all of his scouts first. So he put Nurglings over here. I thought, okay, wait, Lictor goes there. And he put some over here and I put some over there. And I thought, the last thing that I'm going to drop is the Genius. I'm going to go deal with that. And he put then like a Beast and Nurgling over there. And I thought, okay, well, even if he skates this way, because he's 1 base, I think I've got enough movement to just go this way and then that way. And I said, I put my last drop down, put my Genius there. So I went, right, let's roll off a turn 1. He went, oh, I've got 1 more drop. I said, have you? And he goes, yeah. And he basically got 1 Plague Bearer, he towed it onto his objective, and then he just went in front of his big Knights.
Okay.
I was like, this game.
Was it?
No, I wanted turn 1. I was fuming. I thought, that's my LGT over. I'm done for. Can't full send. I'm going to bounce off plague bearers. Then he's going to intervene with the Nurgle and -1 to it and ain't killing nothing. However, he actually took me about 25 minutes and he clocked myself out turn 1.
You did?
Yeah. I was just like, I fried. I thought, what
Throwing a
happens?
paddy because he didn't
Yeah.
get someone.
I was just fuming at them plague bearers. I thought, what do I do? I want to send. Somebody's going, send. I was measuring this way, I was measuring that way. I thought, can I get round them? You know, can I put this one on the dike to squeeze through that gap? Like, what are we doing here? So he goes to me, and I think he was a really nice guy, and obviously I'll put some footage in there with sound. He was a sound geezer. What inspired me was his comment. He goes to me, every single person I've played against so far has done what you're doing, because they're scared of the damage output and they don't want to show me too much because they know the fight back's going to be hard. I'm 25 minutes into my turn 1, I went, I've got it, I've sussed it, and I don't know why I put too much pressure on myself. I skated up this way and that way to get out to scout the gnome, and then so basically I've gone this way then in because he's only got Beast Nerd and blocking me. I then moved up, so now I've got Gene Stealers on one flank, 3 inches away from a War Dog and Plague Bearers. And then I got some guys this way, 2 inches away from his Plague Bearers. And he was there, scratching his head, thinking, you're going to lose Gene Stealers, yeah? I was like, I know, but I'm coming for that night. So what I done was, I told him what I was going to do. This is my slight downplay of idiot. I told him what I was going to do before I did it. And that was a game. So no, I multi-charged the Plague Bearers. And I was trying to bait out him to intervene with his Nurgling.
What's to make you mad on it?
Yeah. I wanted him to bait that out. So I thought, these Gene Stealers and the Broodlord, even with -1 to hit, because on the objective, I get reroll 1s to wound as well.
Right.
I thought, even with that -1 to hit, if he intervenes, I should kill him, which then means...
We hit on 2s, right?
Hit on 2s up to 3s,
yeah.
Rerolling 1s to hit, 1s to wound. So I thought, I'll try and bait out that intervene with the Nurgle, kill them, and I can then pile into Big Boy Despoiler, and I'll one bang that. So basically I've multi-charged, and then he intervened with a knight, which was a great play, which then meant that I was base to base locked with my Gene Stealers. So when it came to the consolidation part, I couldn't get all of my Gene Stealers base to base, basically. So I could only fight with 7, and then that gave him the objective back, because it was an OC10, and because I was stuck and couldn't move, I left him like 2 wounds.
Right. So?
You like leaving knights on that 1 and 2 wounds.
How did the rest of the game go?
It was very cagey, but I got the win. It was like 97 to 40 something.
Oh, right. What a big differential. Was it just like card scoring then?
I scored really well, and I just tried to keep the knights away as possible. So I was sending in gaunts and just tying him up. Yeah, everything I sent in to him, he was decimating with shooting. But I was like, if I don't send something in and force that -1 to hit, he picks me up anyway. And the MVP of that game actually was my Malceptor. He was left on 3 wounds, and every time he hit me with dice in combat, I saved him from my saves. And it survived 2 turns longer than it should have done.
Fair play.
But yeah,
so you finished up in
4-1.
4-1, and you ended up as
best in player, yeah, best in faction for Tyranids, yeah.
Is that just in the LGT?
Yeah, LGT best in player.
Wow, that's awesome. Mate, congratulations.
No, cool.
You smashed it, man.
Yeah.
Currently ITC world #1 new player.
Oh, mate, that is a great achievement. Fantastic.
Chocolate coin.
Well, mate, proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
All right, Jord, you're round 5.
Yeah, I played Black Templars round 5.
Yeah.
Now I know Black Templars they were doing pretty well at LGT at that point. There was a lot of Black Templars on the top tables. But Black Templars for me as a Blood Angels player, I quite like that matchup because there's not many involves on a lot of the units.
Your AP2 is relevant.
Well, AP3 was Vanguard, right? So now I can know if I hit, I'm going to be picking up these units.
Well, that's the thing with Black Templars. They don't die so fast.
I know, and that's why I was looking at it like...
one of the most squishy combat armies ever, really, I think.
But it's the same as World Eaters. For me, when I look at these matchups, I'm like, cool, I know if I can hit those units, I will delete the units I hit. But I played a fantastic opponent, and it was actually one of my favourite games of the event. It was a great way to end my LGT. And there's a few plays that really helped me. I had this one go turn where the Sanguinor in his turn came down, charged into some Sword Brethren into my 3 Vanguard with Captain that was on my fortify objective. So I brought the Sanguinor down because they weren't all in base to base with the Vanguard, knowing that the Marshal, I think it was, and a couple of Sword Brethren would have to fight the Sanguinor. Yeah. But the Sanguinor precisioned out the character to get rid of the rerolls. So now the ones that could fight the Vanguard, -1 to hit, now don't get rerolls. So now the efficiency is now gone.
Nice, mate.
And long story short, they didn't kill a single Vanguard or the Sanguinor, and I picked up the whole unit.
Wow.
Good work, sir.
And then I then, in my turn, picked up a Repulsor, put one down to, I think it was 1 wound, picked up like the 10 Assault Intercessors with Grimaldus, left Grimaldus on his own, picked up another couple of Helbrecht unit with Sword Brethren. I just one turn where I just went, picked up so much of his army. The 12, on Search and Destroy, when I can just move 12, as soon as I have that, the characters going into with heroics and stuff and being able to fall back and charge and get to areas I wouldn't be able to ordinarily hit. It was a brutal turn, but I think that was the moment we both just looked at and was like, okay, but that's probably done, yeah. But it was a fantastic game.
Nice. So you've ended up as
4 wins, 1 draw.
Okay.
So undefeated, but not the 5-0 bracket.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And I also won Best in Faction for Blood Angels at LGT.
Oh, nice. Good work. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
That's what you wanted, so good work. Now, LGT's over. The UK scene is, what's the word? The tournament season is over. Goals now. What are we thinking?
I want to try a new faction.
You want to try a new army? Okay. Yeah. What are you thinking?
Lego. I think I want to try Death Guard.
Oh, okay.
Potentially.
We spoke about CSM, didn't we?
Yeah, Chaos Space Marines or Death Guard. Yeah.
All right. I think Death Guard's a great choice. I think they've got some really great detachments. All the units work so well. They've got some great.
A lot of play for flexibility and synergies. Yeah.
And I love crits on 5s.
So. No Gene Stealers. I wonder. Wait, let's predict what unit it's going to be. My Death Shroud.
It's going to be the Death Shroud.
It's going to be the Death Shroud. My Death Shroud picked up a Knight.
It's going to be the Death Shroud. Yeah.
What about you, Steve? What are you thinking for the next season?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think I'm going to go play Drakari.
I mean, after the way you've been talking about Drakari the past few weeks, mate, I can definitely understand you doing that.
We played on stream, didn't we?
We did.
I played the Cult of Strife detachment, and I don't necessarily think it's the most competitive, but I like off-meta lists, so I like it. And I think it's super fun. I played another game with it, really love it. Listened to the Lilith book, had a great time
book.
with it.
Great book.
Yeah, it's either going to be Drakari or
Tau.
Don't get Hobbsy excited. Yeah, I think it's going to be them. Or I mean, they're still toying with the Black Templars, but I think
Drakari for the early parts anyway. You're probably going to be sticking with, right?
I'll stick with Drakari.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Sisters.
Yeah,
I do like Sisters. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, what about you?
Genuinely, I'm gonna be deadly serious about this now. Even though I've achieved quite a lot over the past few months, I would say, with my competitive results and doing really well, my goal for the season, I worked really hard to try and win Best in Faction.
Okay.
And I've almost got there and lost out at the last second. And I did that similar thing last season.
Right.
For me, I just want to win. I've got that bug now. I just want to win that one. That's my goal. I failed to achieve it.
What, ITC number 1, Blood Angels?
Or even UKTC, just win the season as Best in Faction. It's kind of it's my favourite faction. I love it. And I know what you're going to say, Steve, because I know you, like, winning it is it's a nice cherry on top, isn't it?
Yeah.
But for me, I've set myself a goal, and I'm the sort of person, if I've set my mind to something, I have to do it.
Yeah, but I think all I'd be concerned about is don't lose the love for the army, because you could equally, something could happen and maybe they get like, you know, we've seen it in the past, right? A balanced data slate, a new detachment. All of a sudden, something could just become super popular, right? And it was when, like, for example, I was playing Eldar loads throughout the end of 9th edition, 10th edition hit. I could see they were like absolutely busted on release, and I was like, I don't want to play them. And all I'm saying is, don't lose the love for playing the army.
So this is where my next point was going to come in.
That's the key thing. Just because you've got this goal, don't let it define you, because you're an amazing Blood Angel player.
I know.
And you should be feared at the table when you play Blood Angels.
I'm proud of what I've done with the faction. Genuinely, I am, because when I first joined VT to where I am now, I feel confident playing into any game that I can give someone a great game with that faction.
So, do you think? Let me ask you this question, and you could probably relate from a training perspective, right? Do you think you've taken that faction in terms of your playing ability to the best you can?
No.
Okay. What do you need to do in order to improve?
Try different detachments.
Okay. What else?
Try different lists.
What else?
Play a different army.
Not necessarily.
I don't know.
I think for you, if I was you, if you want to have this goal as, you know, getting to be the best in, you know, in the world or UK of a certain faction, look at it and think, well, can I? Because sometimes you go to an event and it can be luck dependent on who you match when you match.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
And if you've missed out on like 2 points here or whatever, the difference, that doesn't mean you're any less of a player. But all I would say is, like, sometimes, like, if you want to improve something, you need to do something different in order to get you to that point. But if you just keep taking Blood Angels to tournaments, yes, you'll amalgamate a certain amount of experience in doing that, and maybe you will improve. But I think what I would do is maybe document how you're now, because you've done like 20% effort to get your 8% results, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've done a good chunk and you've seen progressive results really fast. But now it's the really hard bit. You're now looking to, like with anything you try to pursue, that last bit of excellence is the hardest bit, right? Because you now need to figure out where is it that you went wrong in all those different elements, and now put in a lot more groundwork. So what I think you should do is either document how you are going about your improvement and actually have a plan for it. Because if you don't plan for it, you could end up in the same situation this time next year and always be in this like loop. So what is it that you need to do in order to be the best? And that's what my question is going to be.
So,
and you're not going to have an answer for
no,
me straight away.
But my idea for what I was going to do for this season was I take Blood Angels to super majors.
Okay.
So play all the big super majors across the country, which I did last season anyway. But because you only get the top 4 results, the highest points you can get are at super majors.
Mm-hmm.
And if you win a GT, it doesn't even tend to break into that top 4 spot.
No.
So I was thinking what I do, because I go to loads of GTs and RTTs. I do at least one a month.
Yeah.
That I take Space Wolves or Orcs to those events and play something different.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, at least, I'm not just playing the faction, because I've always wanted to play Wolves. Since that Codex came out, I've been obsessed with playing them.
Yeah.
But because I love Blood Angels so much, and I genuinely love playing Angelic Inheritors.
So why don't then you look at how many points you scored in the previous season, right, with Blood Angels, and then how many points you scored this one. Take an aggregate of each event that you score at and focus that being on your success to improve upon your scores, rather than worrying about being best in faction. Because I think trying to pursue that specifically,
there's too many variables now.
There are too many variables. But what you can do is look at your aggregate and go, right, well, on an average event, I score this many points. And of course, that might be event dependent, but at least that way. And then you can look from year to year how you improve it. And like we've got like KPIs. Yeah. What are your KPIs as a performance-based Blood Angel player?
That makes sense.
There we go. And then I think that would be interesting for people to follow. We can embed it in the academy as well. And then we go, right, how do you really go from being a very, very good player to a top tier excellent player? What are the steps? Like how many practice games do you need to do? How many times do you need to practice deployment on what different map packs? Yeah. All that other stuff. And that's when I think you could go, cool. now let's go.
But I think if you're going to start doing that, that's when the fun might start going out of it, because then you're chasing that 1% to try and get a few extra points. And I think if you're going to start flexing into Space Wolves, RTs, and local GTs, then how many reps are you really going to get in with Blood Angels?
Like, you've got the hardest graft ahead of you now. This is the hardest bit. So whether it excites you or not, but at least you can go in with it knowing, all right, cool. And then the viewers back home will know, all right, George's playing his Blood Angels. Let's see if he's improving.
But no, genuinely, because it's like I said, like I want to. It's more so for myself. I set myself a goal. I just want to achieve it.
Yeah.
But you both of you are right. It's more about potentially being more realistic and how to set goals.
Well, it's like if I was helping somebody with their fitness journey and they were like, okay, I want to achieve X, Y, or Z. I want to become, I want to win a bodybuilding show. All right, cool. That's a great goal to have. But what are now the steps that you need to do every single day? So it could be like, right, well, you need to eat this many calories. You need to train this hard. You need to do this much cardio, drink this much water. Right, okay, the next day you need to go to the gym. You need to drink this much water. You need to eat this many calories. And it's like the daily things you do are the things that amalgamate to an end goal.
So would you say that setting yourself a goal to win something is a bad way to set a goal? What the goal should be is how do you improve your performance?
Correct.
And then eventually, hopefully, that then reaches the goal.
Yeah, so like if I was to, in any sport, right, there's often variables. And how do you focus on the variables that you can control? What you can't control is who else plays Blood Angels.
No.
You can't control that. You can't control what happens to the Blood Angel faction in its life cycles. All you can focus on, you can't even control the size of the events that you attend.
That's what I was going to bring up as well. It's like I focus on consistency. So like, if you look at some of my NID factions, my placings, I've consistently gone 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 5-0, and that's what gave me my score to get rule number 1. If you look at other people around or near, they might have gone 3-2, 4-1, and then they might have had just one event where it's huge, loads and loads of people, and they've gone 5-0, and that one time has then spiked them, but they might not be performing like that in the next event. Like that's how much variables there is into it. Like if you're like you have done, you've consecutively and consistently gone undefeated or 4-1, which is top level player.
Yeah.
Focus on that. Because just because one guy might beat you by a few points and got the IT's number 1, he could have played a bigger event, outperformed you on that one day to get the points to beat you right at the end. Doesn't mean he's a better player than you.
Yeah.
Just means he's better than you.
Yeah, right.
You're tired.
There we have it, guys. So, anyway, look, hopefully that's given you a good insight. And we'd love to hear your thoughts as well. What are your goals for the UK season, if you've got any? We'd really love to hear that. And remember, if you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, give us a comment on what you think. If you like this style of video, let us know. We can do more channel vlogs and updates. But also a massive thank you to all of our sponsors as well. Battle Foam for supplying us, obviously, all of our cases to travel with. Baron of Dice, obviously, the dice. Army Painter helping our minis get painted. Gambit Gaming helping us wear some cool swag. And of course, Game@EU for helping us practice on those epic tables. So,
for sure.
Without them, we wouldn't be here doing this week on, week out, and also without you as well. So, thank you so much. And
links in the description.
Yeah. See you guys on another video.
In the next one.
Here we go, Drakari. Woo!
I'm coming for ITC number 1 Blood Angels player.
Shut up, Lee.